So let's turn to the notion of um, collateral issues, which would take it, which would firmly keep us right at the beginning of the curve, um, where you do have the choice of getting close on 5% with the Fed's reverse repo rate. But that seems to people, a lot of investors are foregoing that income uplift and are in those kind of 1 month and shorter maturities. What do you think is going on there?
Yeah, there's a limited access to the RRP, and there's a um, do-it-yourself crew that has no access to the RRP that can only can't invest in money market funds and can't invest um, in the RRP, and so they're stuck with bills, and so that demand is a possible driver. Um, and then, of course, there is the fact that the RRP doesn't allow you to lever collateral that you have and buy assets, and so there is a rationale for people to believe it's a collateral issue. That the demand for 1 month is simply people need collateral to fund losses that they're experiencing in their books. The problem is I don't see the losses. And the second issue is 3 month bills are good collateral too.
Do you need to see the losses? Can it not be that at the window, your counterparty is saying, you know what, yesterday I was happy to accept XYZ risk asset. Today, we've changed our assessment and we're really, really demanding that we need treasury bills.
Yeah, so I think that's actually part of the same issue, which is this debt ceiling issue, which is if I was a collateral manager at a lender, whether that's a broker dealer or a bank or whatever, that needs the collateral to make the secured loan, I wouldn't want 3 month collateral either because the 3 month collateral may default. And so I think there is a preference. Now, is that being, I remember doing this. Um, my prior firm had repos, and we placed collateral with our repo agent. Um, and we looked at our bills holdings and said, why don't we just give them all the bills that mature after the debt crisis? And they saw us coming. And they
Haircut.
said, you can't do that. We're not going to take those. So I think that's going on, but it's the same driver. It's not, it's because of the debt crisis, people are looking for shorter term collateral and they're looking for safe returns. They're basically the same issue, which resolve once the debt crisis resolves. Versus there have been many collateral squeezes of this nature. Those tended to be when um, it wasn't people saying, "Hey, I will no longer accept certain collateral, 1 month bills versus 3 month bills. I'm only going to take the 1 month." Um, it was when the losses were accruing so quickly that variation margin, and Lehman's a great class, was accumulating so quickly that you squeezed all forms of collateral to offset that. Now, I could be wrong, but that's sort of what I see coming. So I do see that losses do matter when when more collateral is needed, which means when levered players are losing money, there can be a collateral squeeze. Um, Alternatively, when collateral is decided to be, we're not going to take that form of collateral, which could be very much, I'm certain, is going on. You do have that demand for 1 month as well. So I think it's a combination of things. But again, the reason why they won't take 3 month collateral is the same reason that a long investor doesn't want 3 month bills.